Make sure you know Ask About Us made niggas saving money in a miracle, baby.
Alright, what is up and what is Gucci in your Coochie YouTube, the World Wide Web? As you guys can see, man, it is your host with the most, sitting on a couch full of fire with a wall of sneakers behind me. Now, I very rarely ever show off sneakers like that on my channel because I'm more about the attire that gets you flyer in the thrifts as opposed to all the shoes that are just all over the tube, you know what I'm saying? So right here, right now, I'm gonna throw a glitch in the matrix of basically shoe tube and show you guys how you can get fly for a budget and basically break out the matrix by finding a shit ton of fire kicks in the thrift. So behind me is my entire thrifted sneaker collection. So we're gonna bust into it right now. And before we get into all the kicks, for any of you guys trying to stay up to date on the shoes that I cop after this video, follow your boy on Snuffs. I have a whole shelf of nothing but my thrift kicks on there. So definitely peep gang, the link is in the description below. It's just a dope place where I'm gonna put all of my shoes in one consolidated location for you guys to peep. So right now, man, behind me, all the shoes are basically my size 12. Now we have this miscellaneous pile and I'm gonna break down the shoes categorically behind me, but I just did not have enough boxes for these shoes right hither on the couch. So the first pair of shoes I'm gonna show off is of course a smaller pair, but just a clean example of why you guys should peep stores like Plato's Closet, Buffalo Exchange, etc, baby. So you got the beautiful Georgetown 11s right there. Very simple, we keep it popping like a pimple, baby. Now moving on, this is probably my favorite pair of shoes of all time. I wear these shoes like crazy. They are the Stan Smithersworth Adidas, just very clean, the white and the green, very iconic. I beat these to death and these were I think $5 that I got in the thrift. Now I've thrifted about 3 pairs of these and I run them all the way into the ground. So a lot of essentials you guys can find live in the thrift, such as Superstars. I got these for $2, candy cane colorway. They are very beautiful, very plush with that under the sea shell toe. You know what I'm saying? Hermit crab status. Now moving on, you got the Clifford Suede, very dope essential Pumas right here. Again, the same red and white colorway. These were $2 as well at the Family Thrift Outlet. So a lot of these shoes, guys, I get for very, very cheap. If you're new to me, definitely peep my trip to the thrift videos. That's the best example of shoes you can get live and direct in the thrift. Now these are some Air Force Ones. I love the strap and I actually customize these. I do a few customs here and there, and this is just a fire pair of shoes that I customize all the way right there. Now, I love these Nikes. I actually was in the thrift and a fan pointed these out to me, I think like 2 years ago, but these are in the Chicago 1 colorway, and that's why I fuck with them. Anytime I rock them, people are like, yo, dope ones, dope ones. Like I was in the mall and there was a dude who cleans Jordans in the mall, little kiosk type of shit. He was like, yo, I love those ones. So that's why I got them. Very similar colorway and they look very sick and confuse the hell out of motherfuckers who don't know their P's and Q's about the shoes. So this is also another pair of Nikes that your boy customized. And this is again a glitch in the matrix because a lot of people who customize shoes are like, you can't paint on the rubber. You can't paint on the rubber. Oh wait, guess what? I did. I've worn these multiple times to parties, to the club, and these have not gotten too fucked up in the rubber section. I love the Miami Dolphins color scheme, and that's why I went ahead and made these saucing like a dolphin exclusives. You feel me? Now moving on, we got a couple pairs of foam posits that your boy actually got live and direct in the thrift. Now this is a prime example of why if you guys have a little bit of patience, you can get any pair that you miss out on when they release. I wanted these for the longest time. I waited about 2 years later. They were live and direct in the thrift for $40. Retail is 250 buckaroodles on these guys. Now you also have the little highlighter slash venom green color scheme foam posits as well. These are huge AF, but I had to get them. They were only $5 buckaroodles. Now, a couple more pairs of shoes that aren't in my size are just these Jordan 8s right here. I think this is gonna be the last pair in the video that isn't actually in my size that I don't wear. But again, a Goodwill find, and these are in prime clean ass condition. So it doesn't matter if you're a kid, you only got $24 to your name, hit the thrift and you guys can find them dope ass kicks. So now we're getting into all the shoes that are my size. Now in the thrift, sometimes you'll come across beaters that you can easily turn into heaters, such as these beautiful Air Jordan 4s. Very clean. They got a couple stains, are a little bit dirty, but just a tiny bit of TLC will turn these into a grail. So now things to expect and what's behind me. So I'm going to be showing off some formal shoes that your boy has for the formal occasions, such as these $15 Kohans. I'm going to be showing off a bunch of Adidas and some Boosts. These are actually on some dad shit, and the other Boosts that I have are really dope, but I just had to show these off because these were so clean in the thrift. I was like, I may customize them, I may just wear them to the gym, or I may just save them till I'm about 50 years old and just want to flex on the haters with my OG Boost, looking like a true dad. So another pair that I got is in the red lobster color scheme, and this just shows that I kind of like an eclectic assortment of shoes. So it's not going to be a bunch of hyped ass shit that you guys would typically see. It's going to be a lot of different things. So you got the red Doc Martens right there on some rocker stees. One pair of shoes that I found early in my thrifting career were these all pure snakeskin. I don't even know what these are called. The J Pliners, made in the foothills of Italy. Rattlesnake skin little slip-ons. These are fly as fuck and are worth actually like 300 bucks. So there's a lot of stuff you can find in the thrift that holds and maintains its value perfectionately. And then last and certainly not least, for the random assortment of shoes on the couch, you have the beautiful Oreo 6s. Now Oreos are vegan cookies and I fuck with them so heavy they are absolutely delicioso. So yeah, these were just a dope ass pair of shoes as well. So now cracking into the giant stack of kicks that I have behind me. I don't know where I should start. I guess I'm gonna start on the top because I had so many pairs of shoes that I had to stack some on the top of the boxes. Alright y'all, so first things first, man, we're gonna get into some of the BAPESTAs your boy got. Now these are actually, I do believe, some fake Bape, but in the thrift you'll come across a lot of items that are very cheap, and for these being $6, I was like, I don't give a fuck. I like the way they look cool, they have that Bape aesthetic, and I mainly keep these on my shelf just to add a little pop of flair into my room as a nice little display piece. I know a lot of people don't wear fakes, I know some people do. I don't really give a shit. If it looks dope and you feel comfortable, do whatever the fuck you want, kids, and that's just in life. Now this pair of shoes right here I got at Buffalo Exchange, and these were I think $30 something, but these are fucking dope. If you guys are into vintage clothes such as myself, I love that loud flair. So these have a bunch of multicolors. These are the Reebok Shagnosises, and they are the Sneaker and Stuff collabo right there. So these look like a big old bag of Skittles just erupted on the side of them, and these are just a dope ass pair of thrifted sneaks right here. Now moving on to some Crip essentials, you have these beautiful blue little superstars as well with the shell toe. Now if you're a Blood Gang member, of course I got the Nike little dunks right here. These are sick, they're an Olympic pack, so there's a lot of rare stuff you can find as well. Now these have a nice little texture, all patent leather, all red like the Red Octobers, and they also have the nice little insignia for the Olympics right there. They have these in 6 colors. These are actually very hard to find, and I lucked up for 40 bucks on these. Now getting into another pair of Stan Smith that your boy got are of course the LaFlame Customs that I did. So I got this body for 4 bucks in Portland, Oregon. A nice little Stan Smith. I hiked in it, ran it to the ground, and then customized it with that LaFlame. Straight up! Now we're gonna move into, I guess, God, the Adidas, because I know that's like the most hyped on genre of kicks right now on the internet. So a lot of you guys are into the Adidas, so I'm gonna crack into my entire collection of thrifted Adidas. Alright guys, so the first pair of Adidas that your boy got are some Boosts right here. They're just black and white, very simple. I got these for $2, man. $2 Boosts. Now a pair of Boosts that I like to rock and shock a lot, that's actually my favorite pair, are these right here, the Smurf colorway Boosts. I wear these to the gym all the time. These were I think 20 bucks. My homie Cameron got them for me for a discount. He actually worked in the Savers that these were at, so I really appreciate the homie for the plug on those. Now another pair of Adidas that I absolutely adore and love are the all embroidered, thread count, all types of crazy polka dot Stan Smith Adidas by Pharrell. They got all the guts on the interior. Fuck her up in the guts, bruh. Inappropriate. But yeah, I just love these Kris Kringle color scheme, bitch. The next pair is of course a pair of NMDs. Now these are very dope. They're actually the Dallas Cowboys colorway with a nice little stealth black, but that's right, I found some NMDs live in the thrift. These were $38 at the Buffalo Exchange over here in Houston, Texas, where I reside. But yeah, man, just detailed out the ass. Very dope and extremely comfortable. So I mean, you can find some brand new ass shit in the thrift. I highly recommend you guys check it out. Save yourself some money and look fucking dope. Also look unique. Look at these boosts. Have you guys ever seen these? A lot of y'all probably don't even know what the fuck these are. These are the Sonic boosts, and these are on some ninja shit. So they have no laces, just the scraps, and this is something that I love to actually pick up, because when people see them on feet, they're like, whoa, what are those? Little do they know, these are some dope ass Adidas exclusives. Look at the pull tab, sexy. All right, so a couple of the best pairs of Adidas your boy ever thrifted are of course the Jeremy Scott Adidas. Taz on the Tisa, Jeremy Scott Adidas. So the first pair I'm gonna show off are these guys right here. These multicolored chameleon paint jobs, switching colors in the lights, fly as fuck with the wings. These were $100 in the thrift. They were half off. I got them for $50, size 12 at Buffalo Exchange. Very dope. I love that flamboyant ass shit. So of course, Jeremy Scott's are my thing. So yeah, designer kicks in the thrift was good with it. Now another pair of shoes your boy got live and direct were of course the Jeremy Scott motherfucking cheetah print Adidas. That's my favorite color. Damn right, it's cheetah print. It got the tail, which is fresh as hell, and these are just textured out the wazoo. I wish I could sleep on this material every damn night because rest assured, I would. These were dope, and I got these for $2 at the Family Thrift Outlet once again. So moving on, we're gonna skip into, I think, some random assortment of shoes as well. So we got some legitimate BAPESTAS right here. These are actually the Marvel Comics exclusive Spider-Man BAPESTAS. Now, some people don't fuck with BAPESTAS. I like them. There are a lot of fakes in the thrift, but these were legitimate and were dope. My shorty actually scooped these for me, and she was like, these are ugly as fuck. And I was like, yo, I still want them. So occasionally you guys can fall into the hype in the thrift if you are a hype beast motherfucker. Sticking with the Rando shoes, these are some of my favorite thrift kicks of all time. The $12 Vans Skate Highs. I wear these the most. So out of all the kicks behind me, I usually wear about 7 pairs on the regular. So if you guys see all these shoes and think you have to fall into that mentality of having to have all these kicks, you really don't. I mean, fashion is kind of my shit. It's how I make my livelihood. So that's why I have such a huge array of shoes. But even then, man, save yourself some money. And if you want a bunch of pairs, really bust out the matrix and get them in the thrift. Look at these. Bruh, have you ever seen someone show these off in their sneaker collection? I think not. You got the size 12 Heelys for men, bruh. You can skirt on them hoes all up in these beautiful Heelys. Yeah. Yeah. Now the next pair of Rando shoes are actually the Wolverine Asics Gel Lights. I think these are gel lights. I don't fucking know. You guys can correct me below. But they're the banana color scheme. Again with the Smurf hits. I fish in these all the time. That's why they muddy like my cup. Pull up. H-Town represent us.
And it's H-Town, Texas, Braeswood, baby.
Now, one last pair of random assorted shoes are actually these beautiful New Balances. Now, I've talked about these in a previous video, but these are the Horween leather New Balances straight out of Chirac. These are actually a sample pair. These retail for $300, I think, or like $280, but only 300 pairs were actually made, and this is the sample out of all the pairs made, and I found these for $20 in Goodwill, as clean and crispy as can possibly be, and that's why I had to hold on to them. Alright, so now we're actually going to get into some formal shoes. I'm not going to talk about these too long because a lot of you guys probably just don't give a shit about formal shoes. You guys are sneakerheads, am I correct? Okay then. Alright, so when I'm feeling all fancy and shit, I got a couple shoes I rock and shock with. I rock with the pool color scheme, very dope patent leather chocolate Chelsea boots right there. I got those for $5 at the thrift. They was half off, $10 originally, in case you guys need to do some quick mental math, you know what I'm saying? I got these beautiful black Chelsea boots as well. I also have a pair that was tan made in Mexico. I don't know where the fuck I put them, but just know they fire, bruh. Another pair of formal kicks I got are the Clark Wannabes by Steve Madden right there. Very sick to have a nice little hipster vibe to your outfit, you know what I'm saying? A little hipster boot on the foot. Now another boot that I have that is essential, even if you're not from New York, are the Timbos right there. So I have the, wow, drop the box, these really dope Timberlands with the gold hits. They're just essential as fuck. I got these for $10. So again, man, think about the retail price of everything I'm showing off and the amount that I'm getting it for. Literally cheat code to life status. Okay. So now we're gonna move into the Nike madness. So I have a ton of Nike shoes that I thrifted. So let me get all these boxes down. Good Lord, it's like playing Jenga up in this bitch. All right, Nike season. So we got all the Nikes on deck right now, and just a little word of advice, I don't have any brand loyalty whatsoever. If I like some pairs of shoes, I like them, I cop them. You have the beautiful KDs right there, codeine crazy, color scheme, those were a $2 pickup right there. You also have these Nike little Flyknits. These are pretty dusty and musty. I gotta restore them, but again, $2. Holla at me, baby. All woven. I also have another pair of all black shoes. These are the Panther leather Nike Huaraches. I got these for $10 at Goodwill a couple years back. Athletic shoes on point. What's really dope is a lot of these boxes I actually have, I got because athletes were throwing out all types of boxes because they regularly got shoes sent to them at the college I was at. So yeah, I actually got the beautiful Gumbo pack little box right there. This is a KD box that a chick had. So yeah, man, I also fucking thrift my boxes in a way. I just fucking take them out of the recycle bins of my collegiate trash rooms. Another pair of shoes that I got right here are actually some Kobe's. These are sick. My shorty actually picked these up for me. They're the camo with the beautiful little like almost shiny ass shimmering red. They have speckled laces. I love these. These are a perfect gym shoe. So out of everything you guys are seeing right now, I hope you guys are starting to get the picture of how you can piece together a shit ton of fits by looking at the wide array of kicks that your boy actually found in the thrift. So these are so dope. I wanted the Air Max little sunrises for a hot minute, and I found these. I don't even know what the exact technical term and name for these are, but sometimes you just see a kick and you're like, that just looks so dope. It doesn't matter about the hype. It doesn't matter what any of the world thinks about them. If you fuck with something, get it, man, because the voice internally is always guiding you in the right direction. So these are very, very sick. I love them to death, and they were my size. I got them for 15 buckaroodles. Now, a couple more pairs we're gonna get into are actually some Air Maxes. I got these in North Carolina, so yes, I do thrift pretty much all over the place. These are in some nice earth tone colors right here, so they go with a lot of things. Beautiful Air Maxes, bitch. Another pair of shoes that I got are the Charles Barkleys. These are very dope, something different that you guys typically won't see a lot of. So that's what I like. I like 90s shoes. I like shit that's different. It's just something to add a little pop of flair and flavor to any outfit. Now, some dope ass Air Forces that your boy got are the Olympic Air Forces. I need to restore these because these do have a yellowed outsole, but they are very, very clean looking overall. These were 15 bucks at the Goodwill. Got them a couple years back. So some of these shoes I got recently, some of them I got a couple years ago. Either way, they are all dope and they all money, baby. So speaking of money, baby, this is actually the first pair of shoes your boy ever copped in the 6th grade. First pair of sneakers were these dope ass LeBron 2s. So I actually came up on a pair live in the thrift, and I had to get these just for the sentimental value and because these are my size. They're a dope looking sneaker all around, and I used to actually color in all the little distressings that were atop of this shoe with a black Sharpie. So I really was trying to make my shoes last because I did not have that many fresh pairs of kicks growing up. I just got one pair that my parents would give me for the school year, and that is all she wrote. Now, a dope ass pair that someone's mom must have donated to the thrift because they was acting an ass are these really sick LeBron 10s. These are by Mr. Hawkins. Yo, bruh, shout out to you, fam, because these are a dope ass Nike ID. Nerf color scheme with a bright ass orange. I fucking love these Nikes right there. Now, getting into the rest of the shoes, we have the Jordans. So this is probably what a lot of you guys like to see. I know the wave is kind of moving towards Adidas right now, but trust me, Jordans are still really dope. They hold a lot of value to me personally because Jordan is such an iconic ass athlete, Mr. Six Rings himself. So of course, your boy gotta come through with a lot of the Air Jordan scoops. All right, people, we got 2 stacks of Jordans on my left and on my right, and these are probably my favorite pair that I've ever thrifted, no lie. These are, yes, very beat to death, but they're the forest green Jordan 4s. I thought they were like the chrome 4s. They just have dope ass details. Travis Scott actually loves these pair of shoes, and I love them too, just because they look so dope beat up. Like, I could easily restore these, but I love rocking some beaters sometimes with some thrift clothes. So if you have that faded thrift shirt, you got some beaters on, some like distressed ass denim with these shoes, it really pops the outfit off overall. So that's why I love these. There's something very unique and different. I got these for 20 bucks at Frenzy out there in Burien, Washington. So getting into some more Jordans, I actually got these when I was out in LA with my ex. Shout out to my ex though, out here flexing, bitch. Yeah, these are dope. They're the beautiful Ferrari inspired Jordan 14s. Of course, again, with that beautiful Panther suede on deck in that black leather. Those were a dope find. Those were 14 bucks in a Goodwill in Los Angeles, City of Angels. Now, another pair that your boy got in a similar colorway, these are actually custom. So I got the beautiful Derek Jeters right here, and I had to go ahead and customize them with the Darth Maul design on the hind quarter of the shoe. And this again goes to show that, man, it's not always about the hype. Sometimes you guys just gotta thrift what you like, and those were a dope silhouette to do a custom on, and that's how I went ahead and I popped off with that custom. Now, a pair of shoes that I got at Plato's, again in the similar colorway, but with that white, are the infrared Air Jordan 3s. These are in brand new condition. I could lick these and not worry about getting any type of disease, bro. These are that damn fresh and so clean, bro. They got the beautiful Elefante on there. Shout out to all the poachers worldwide. Not really, I fucking hate you. They also have the infrared hits and that black tongue looking like a dog, baby. Rottweiler. Now moving on, we got some Air Jordan 2s. Again, one of my favorite pairs. My homie Muhammad, the plug at Buffalo, back when he worked there, hit your boy up and informed me that these were just chilling for 40 bucks. I got them. These are in brand new condition, and I've worn the shit out of them, and they are still right and tight. So yes, don't sleep on the Jordan 2s, baby. Drop a deuce on these fools. Now getting into the last 4 pairs in my entire thrifted collection, we have the beautiful Air Jordan Flint 7s. I restored these. These were a $10 purchase. We also have the beautiful Air Jordan 12s Rising Suns right here. Now these are all white. Of course the white in the patent leather has worn with age and changed a little bit of color. It has patinaed. It has the beautiful red all embroidered Jumpman Jordan on the back, and these are easily one of the most worn shoes I ever rocked in Shock in college. I got a lot of compliments rocking these from people who knew about their shoes, just because it's something that you don't see in the light of day all that often. Now getting into the last 2 pairs of shoes, these aren't in the most grailicious order, but I got these from a dude who purchased them in Goodwill. He hit your boy up, I met up with him, and I got these really dope Jordans. I just paid him what he paid, and these are very sick because they're in my alma mater, the University of Texas colorway. Now the last pair of shoes has no significance whatsoever. I know what they are. They are the Air Jordan Thunder 14s. Very clean, a Plato's Closet acquisition. So basically, man, those are all of the shoes that I have that are in my size that I rock and shock on the daily. I have about 20 more pairs of shoes that I have purchased for retail or well below retail, or I got off an app like OfferUp or something of that nature. But hopefully you guys enjoyed, and hopefully it just goes to show that you really should buy what you like. You don't have to fall victim to the hype, and you definitely don't have to spend a lot of money to look fresh to death. Peace and love. I'll catch you guys next time. Make sure you subscribe if you're new to me. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. A longer video, I know, but I had to show off all the kicks one time for the one time. I'm gone.
Killing these songs, leaving a bloody life I roost to. And I'm in it to win it, so I'm somebody that you should get used to.